Have you ever wondered what it actually takes to get rich? Or how the wealthy really manage to build their fortunes? Was it some massive lottery win? Maybe their parents handed them a blank check? Or Aunt Sally left them a fat inheritance? Nah, that's not it, folks. I mean, we've all heard the stories, right? People who win the lottery or inherit a bunch of money and then they go broke. It happens all the time. So clearly, getting rich and staying rich isn't just about a big windfall. It's about your mindset and how you think about money. If you're in your 20s, listen up. This is the perfect time to build wealth and set yourself up for life. But even if you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, or older, don't sweat it. There's still plenty of time to develop a rich mindset and start making serious money moves. Instead of waiting around for some financial miracle, you need to know that becoming wealthy has a lot to do with how you think. For 26 years, self-made millionaire Steve Siebold interviewed some of the richest people in the world and wrote the book How Rich People Think. It's all about how the wealthy view the world differently. I read this book a few years back, and honestly, if you apply what's in there, it can seriously change your life. So, let's dive in and break down exactly how you can actually get rich in your 20s. 1. Adopt an abundance mindset. The first step to getting rich is believing there's enough wealth to go around. Most people in their 20s think the world is competitive, and the opportunities are few. But the wealthy know the opposite is true. They believe that money is infinite, and it's all about positioning yourself to capture it. Example, look at Elon Musk. When he was in his 20s, he wasn't worried about competing with established giants like NASA or auto manufacturers. He saw endless possibilities in the tech and space industries, which led him to create Zip2 and later in PayPal. His abundance mindset helped him create companies that revolutionized industries. 2. Think long. Term, not short. Term. Too many people focus on instant gratification, living paycheck to paycheck, or spending on things that bring short-term joy, like expensive clothes or gadgets. Wealthy individuals, on the other hand, play the long game. They invest in assets, businesses, and opportunities that will grow over time. Example, Warren Buffett is one of the greatest examples of long-term thinking. He started investing in his teens, and by his 30s, he was already well on his way to becoming one of the richest men in the world. The secret? Patience and a deep understanding of the power of compounding wealth. 3. Take calculated risks. Getting rich involves taking smart risks. This doesn't mean gambling away all your savings on one idea, but it does mean being willing to step out of your comfort zone and seize opportunities that others might avoid because of fear. Example, consider Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx. In her late 20s, she took her $5,000 in savings and bet it all on her idea for a new kind of women's underwear. She didn't know how to make garments, nor did she have any connections in the fashion industry. But she took the leap, and now she's a self-made billionaire. 4. Use money as a tool, not an end. The middle class sees money as something to save and protect. The rich, however, see money as a tool to grow and create more wealth. Instead of hoarding every dollar they invested in new ventures, stocks, or real estate that will generate more income over time. Example, in your 20s, instead of keeping your money in a savings account that earns minimal interest, some would consider putting it into dividend-paying stocks, real estate crowdfunding, or even starting a side business. Many young entrepreneurs like Nick Molnar and founder of Afterpay didn't wait for the right time but leveraged their small resources to create multi-million-dollar companies. 5. Surround yourself with successful people. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you want to be rich, you need to surround yourself with people who are wealthier, smarter, or more driven than you. This will push you to think bigger, and take more calculated risks, and see opportunities you never thought possible. Example, take the example of Mark Zuckerberg, who surrounded himself with visionaries like Sean Parker and other Silicon Valley minds early on. This network helped him scale Facebook from a dorm room project to a global powerhouse. 6. Invest in yourself. One of the most important investments you can make in your 20s is in yourself. Whether it's learning new skills, building a personal brand, or taking online courses, the knowledge you gain will pay dividends for the rest of your life. Example: self-made millionaire Grant Cardone didn't come from wealth, but he invested heavily in learning about sales or personal finance and real estate in his 20s. Today, he's one of the top real estate investors in the world. He didn't wait for someone to hand him success. He invested in his knowledge and went after it. 7. Don't let emotions control financial decisions. One big difference between rich and poor thinkers is how they handle emotions. The rich stay calm and calculated, yet even when the markets are volatile or when they face business challenges. Poor thinkers, on the other hand, often let fear, greed, or impatience guide their decisions. Example: look at Jeff Bezos during the dot-com crash. While many companies were folding, Amazon survived because Bezos didn't panic. Instead, he continued to build his empire, confident that the future of online retail was bright. Today, that calm decision-making has paid off with Amazon being a trillion-dollar company. In your 20s, it's easy to get caught up in distractions or feel like wealth is something that happens to other people. But if you adopt the mindset and habits of the rich, you can set yourself on the path to true financial freedom. Remember, the goal isn't to get rich quickly, it's to get rich smartly. All right, if you're in your 20s, now's the time to get serious about building wealth. First things first, be careful who you take advice from. Like Stefan says, a lot of bad financial advice comes from people who haven't achieved anything themselves. If someone isn't living the life you want, don't listen to what they think you should do. Instead, follow the people who are where you want to be. Next up, build your credit. Whether you like it or not, those 3 little numbers are going to impact a lot of things in your life, like getting a good interest rate on a house, renting an apartment, or even landing a job. Start with a secured credit card, use it responsibly, and pay it off in full every month to boost that score. Now, this one's key. Get work experience. Every job you take in your 20s is going to teach you something new. Even if you're starting at the bottom, you're building skills that'll pay off later. And if something's not working out, don't be afraid to pivot and learn from it. If you're really looking to build wealth fast, Stefan recommends finding a scalable business. Working a traditional job can make you money, sure, but if you want to make serious wealth, to starting a business, especially in sales, can help you grow your income exponentially. And if business isn't for you, that's okay. Just be sure to take advantage of free online resources and don't give up after a failure or two. Another tip: don't rely on just one source of income. Most millionaires have multiple streams coming in, from their day job, investments, real estate, or side hustles. Diversifying your income is key to building long-term wealth. Also, beware of lifestyle inflation. As you start making more money, it's tempting to spend more, too. But if you can pretend you didn't get that raise and stash it away, or invest it instead, don't hurt yourself big time. And finally, start investing now. The earlier you start, the bigger the payoff down the line. $1 invested at 20 has way more growth potential than one invested at 30. Max out your Roth IRA contributions. Put your money to work early and watch it grow over time. So there you have it, some solid ways to start building wealth in your 20s that'll set you up for life. If you found this helpful and want more tips on how to grow your money, be sure to hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. That way, we can keep spreading practical, life-changing advice to more people just like you. Let's help each other build that wealth and live the life we all deserve. Thanks for watching.